everybody. So this evening I am planting this old metal wheelbarrow and I use it as a planter. This is my second year using it, but I'm a little bit further behind this year. So instead of doing a spring and summer arrangement, I decided to do a fall arrangement. And it's just kind of bad timing all around because we're leaving on a big trip here in 3 days. So I guess I'll come back in 2 weeks and see if it failed. If it didn't get enough water or stormed or hailed on, or if it is just glorious. So yes, you can plant in a wheelbarrow planter. I especially love this one because it has big cracks in the bottom so the water doesn't sit in it, which is very important if you're going to plant in a wheelbarrow, because your water will just, say it rains and your water just collects and collects, you'll drown your plants. I am going to be using potting soil. This is just the Miracle-Gro gardening mix, potting mix, in the blue bag. And I have collected some coleus, some mums, and whatever this gorgeous little plant is. I never got it looked up. The container says terminalis. I'll put the word up on the screen. I don't know if that is a term on the pot or the name of the plant, but I found it very interesting and unique, and I wanted it in this arrangement. A little side note on my plants here. I got the mums at Walmart, and they were in the discount because somebody had let them wilt aggressively. Hi, kitty. And the coleus and this other one I got at Home Depot. But my mums were starting to bounce back and look great, and I set them outside in the sun with some water, and it turns out Buck the Bunny's favorite flower is mums. He pretty much trimmed them to the base. So they'll bounce back. Mums are very resilient. They just don't look the hottest at this moment, but I will do a video update on them when I get back from our trip, and hopefully they all rebounded beautifully. So very basic. I'm just going to plant this wheelbarrow. I really like wheelbarrow planting as planters because the weather here is really unpredictable, and I can just pick it up and wheel it away to somewhere where it's not in the hail or the wind. It works really well for me. But let's get started. Okay, you've got to get out. You cannot. There, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and douse this really well with water. You'll see out the bottom that it leaks. I'm just going to get this really good and wet so that I don't have to water it after the plants are in it. They'll just be happy, and then I'm going to add some slow release fertilizer. I've got my wheelbarrow set up on bricks because wheelbarrows tend to tilt backwards towards the handles. And in order to keep your plants and everything happy, I like to set it up on a couple of landscaping bricks. And these are not the ones I usually use. The ones I usually use are about the size of a regular brick. And you don't hardly notice them in the yard, but they elevate the handle side so that this is fairly level. I am going to be using a Spoma Organic Plant Tone. I really like their Biotone, but I can't often get it. In this area. I have to order it special, and I haven't ordered any this season, so I've been using Plant Tone, and it's a good substitute. And I just add it I like to give them a really good amount because this container does really leak out the bottom, and I want to make sure that they have enough nutrients. You should probably wear garden gloves when you're mixing in your fertilizer, but I just don't know where mine are right now. Busy life. And I try not to mix it clear to the bottom. I figured that if the closer to the bottom it is, the more likely it is to leak out with the water. I just want it far enough down, like the first 4 or 5 inches, so that the plant root balls can get the nutrients. And it's very important to put a slow release fertilizer in your planters because the only nutrients they get is what you give them. And I just don't have very much luck with the fast fertilizers that you mix with water and they dissolve and you pour on things, like Miracle Grow, or there's other brands, but that's the one that comes to mind. Just because it's too easy to burn your plants. You have to give them the right amount at the right time, and it makes them more sensitive to heat. But the slow release fertilizer just is super easy. It's hard to give it too much. It is possible, but it's hard to. So I'm going to plant this all the way around because you'll be able to see it from all directions. So I'm going to start with this really interesting plant. And I'm going to get lost behind this arrangement because I've got you kind of zoomed in and framed in here. So I'm just going to set him in here, and I'm going to set him kind of deep because I kind of want a well around him. That. Might have to take some dirt out. I wanted there to be extra dirt in here. What you doing? So then I'm going to go in with these heucheras. No, not heucheras. Sun coleus. It doesn't tell me what kind it is. It's not that kind of a place, Home Depot, where they label their plants like that. They just put the variety, not the name of the plant, not the variety. So I'm going to do 3. And I'm just going to place them kind of in an angle because I kind of want them to push outward. You don't always have to plant your plants straight up and down. They will grow at a little bit of an angle if you give them just a little bit of a tilt. Takes a little bit deeper hole though. And he doesn't look so hot. I try to buy my plants on the discount shelf. Just where I'm at in life, I don't mind waiting for them to become beautiful. They'll get there. And I'm just going to space these out in thirds. So that'd be one here and one over here. We've had a bad bout of grasshoppers this year. I keep finding them on everything. They've pretty much eaten my garden. And we've had a couple runs of hail, so a lot of things are just having trouble. Okay, and then I picked up 2 different colors of mums. So these are perennial mums, so in the fall, after I get done with this arrangement, I will plant them in the landscape so that they will come back next year. But these are just perennial garden mums. I got them in pink and red. I thought they would be really pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and plant these all the way around. I'm probably going to do clusters of 2 or 3 of the colors. So I'll do like 3 pink and 3 red, and I'm just going to kind of jot them around so that when they get big, they have a nice, big, bold color. And I'm going to go ahead and just snap off all the blooms because I don't want them putting energy into blooms right now when they're trying to grow their leaves back. So this is where we ended up. I did go ahead and give it a little bit more water. I noticed that some of the root balls were a little drier than I had thought they were. So I went ahead and watered again. It looks a little pitiful right now, but it'll start to pick up on that nutrients and the extra soil and the extra water, and it'll come back. I'll throw up a picture here somewhere of what the mums I planted in the spring look like now. They are doing so well. And I could have planted this in the spring. I just thought I was going to do like a spring and summer arrangement in here, and I just never got around to it. It's been a really busy year, so now we're going for fall. And I really did go ahead and pack these plants in here really well. Because you can do that. You can get away with that in the fall because they're not going to grow as much. It's not a really extended growing season, so they're not going to get as big. So the more plants you pack in here, the sooner it'll look really glorious and beautiful. I get a lot of questions about planting in metal. My entire garden is in metal raised beds. A lot of my planters are in metal. People wonder if they get too hot, and the answer is If it has a very small amount of dirt, then it is harder to keep alive because it is warmer. But I don't have very much trouble with it at all because I try to keep them moist. It's just like if it's 100 degrees versus 80 degrees, they're going to need more water. So you just got to expect that your metal containers are just going to get a little bit hotter than other containers, and give them a little bit more supplement water. But thank you for watching this video. I had a lot of fun putting this together. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Come back to the video where I show you what it does turn out like in several weeks from now. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. All these things help my channel to grow and get out to more people, which is my ultimate goal. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Say bye, YouTube! Bye! Yes, I know. You're just a purring machine. You just purr. All the time. What do you think, Ben? Purring?